I want to remind you that the promise comes with a price. Whatever God has promised you, whatever you've promised yourself, it comes at a price. Now, granted, I spoke about being anxious for nothing in my previous video. And while that's absolutely true, it doesn't cancel out the fact that the promise comes with a price. Now, that shouldn't fear you and it shouldn't worry you, and you shouldn't go into a space of feeling defeated or frustrated. It should actually simply prepare you for the journey that you're embarking on currently or that you're about to embark on. The promise that you desire for yourself and the promise that God has made to you or shown you in your visualizations of this is what you're going to do and this is how you're going to go about doing it, it's going to come with a price. And the easiest way to sort of describe that is to think about the athletes that you know that compete in the Olympics, the doctors that you've probably visited in your life. Hopefully you've gone to the doctor at some point in your life. Anyone operating in their field or their specialization, their expertise, their promise to achieve that came with a price. It comes with a price. And I'm hoping that that just gives you some sort of resolve in not feeling so frustrated when you notice that there are delays, when you notice that there are frustrations, when you notice that there's some resistance on your path, when you notice that you're probably being divinely detoured. Because as you embark on the journey, you begin to identify the things that you do want and the things that you don't want. And the more you identify what you do want, then you become fully aware of what you don't want. And so it's a matter of this sifting and this sorting out that sort of creates a different command and a different energy that's put out there into the universe and into the world. And so if I want to go to a water amusement park, and that's what I'm putting out there, then I don't want to be sent to a hiking trail. I want to stay focused on what it is that I said that I wanted. I mean, and that's just a quick example, but in real life, if you are asking for something specific, and let's just say you want to finish nursing school, well, you don't want anything taking you off of your path of finishing nursing school and becoming the nurse that you desire to be. But just know that that promise comes with a price. That price might be some late nights. That price might be extra energy put towards something when you would rather take a break, when you would rather sort of kick your feet up and chill and relax. That comes with the price. It might be studying. It might be, going through processes that sort of vet your authenticity and your commitment to what you said you wanted. And so I'm hoping that that brings some sort of clarity and also encouragement to you that just because things do not move at a certain pace and just because things start to get a little cloudy and it just doesn't feel good anymore, you're still on the right path. You're still headed in the right direction. It's just simply that your promise comes with a price. There is a price to pay for everything. And you can decide whether you want to, or I should say the statement that I've heard recently, which was choose your hard. Choose the hard that you are willing to sacrifice for. Because when you delay something, you end up having to make up for what it is that you've delayed, the time that you've wasted. And sometimes you don't even get that time back, right? But choose your hard. It's either we're going to put in the work now or put in the work later. Either way, the work is going to have to get put in. And you have to reconcile with how you want to put in the work and when you want the work to be put in. And are you willing to sort of just bite the bullet and keep moving and just say, all right, fine, let me just continue on in the path that I said that I wanted. Now, make no mistake about it. There are going to be some days of fluctuation. There are going to be some days of turbulence. There are going to be some days where you are not committed and you don't even see yourself identifying with what you said you originally wanted. There are going to be some naysayers. There are going to be some moments of just darkness and maybe even you doubting yourself. But even then, you're still on the right path. Even then, you're being led. Even then, you are still on the journey and the path that is sifting and sorting things out for you. That's showing you exactly who you are and what you desire. That's sort of equipping you with the strength and the resilience that you need to continue to move forward on your journey. It's like imagine wanting to go to battle, but not having anything to go to battle with. But the purpose of the training is so that when you do go to battle, you now know which weapon to use at what point in the battle. You now know when to pause and perhaps motivate yourself in a different way. You might know which mind strategy to begin to equip yourself with. You might begin to learn methods on how to defeat and oppose the thing that's coming towards you, that's taking away your time or your happiness or creating doubt within you. So there's strategies and there's a method to this. It's not simply, I want this and then I get that. Well, it is that simple, but in the midst of that, there's some resistance because we are here in physical form. So in order for me to get from point A to point B, there is going to be something that requires me to just dig a little bit deeper and dig my heels in and be prepared to navigate through some of this terrain and begin to make sense of my journey and not be afraid of when you see the mountains and the valleys and the rocks and the bridges and the water passages that are required for your journey on the map. Like, that's okay. You get to have whatever it is that you desire. How you get it is a totally different thing. How you go about achieving it, it's a separate process. But once you make up your mind about something, that's instant. It's just instant. It's kind of like, I want to have pizza. All right, well, we'll go get a slice of pizza. Quick manifestation. Decision was made. I believe I know where the pizza is. I believe that it's going to feel good once I eat it and I'm just craving for it. And then I go ahead and I get it. Well, I want you to think about that with the thing that you want and the thing that you desire. It may not be as quick as getting pizza, but it's still going to require a few steps. It's still going to require you to be prepared in a way that challenges you at times, celebrates your gifts, expounds on new gifts and new abilities and new talents, strengthens your communication skills and your ability to correspond with others, even when you don't feel like it. You see, achieving your promise has nothing to do with how you feel. It has nothing to do with whether or not it's sunny outside, whether or not it's cloudy, whether or not it's going to rain, whether or not you had your coffee, whether or not you had your tea or made your protein shake. It has nothing to do with that. It's simply a made-up mind activated by actions and belief systems and thought systems that support it. And when the day doesn't feel 100, give it the 60% that you have. And when the day doesn't feel 60%, well, give it the 40% that you have. And just continue to accumulate day by day or week by week. Give yourself time to rest, but continue to move forward because your promise, it comes at a price. Whether you are an athlete, whether you are a student in academia, whether you are a dog learning new tricks, your promise of what you want and what you want to do, it comes with a price, and that is okay. So now that that's out the way, now that we've ripped the Band-Aid off of that reality, we can begin to operate from a mode of, all right, what do I need to do then? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? That's the mindset you should show up with on a regular basis. What do I need to do? How do I equip myself today? How do I pour into myself today? What's my assignment for someone else? How can I serve someone else today? What can I do to move the needle a little bit closer to what I desire? What do I need to do? How do I need to show up? What do I need to do for myself in terms of my physical stability, taking care of my body, nourishing my mind, feeding my spirit? Think on these things. Ground yourself in that. And then you begin to see some things really shift. And the more consistent you are, and the more you've activated your mind to believe that it's already yours, act as if you begin to collapse time. There's quantum leaping that happens when a mind is made up. There is no resistance or very little resistance. And the belief is just activated by consistent thoughts of empowerment and truth to what you believe that you say that you are. Your promise comes with a price. And you get to choose your heart, but you will have to pay something. And you can pay upfront, now, with diligence and consistency, or you can pay with excuses and delays and distractions. Choose your heart. Your promise comes with a price. And now that we know that, just ask yourself if you're willing to pay. And if the answer is yes, then get your wallet out. Get your wallet out. And pay the price because you're investing in you. You're lifting you up. You're here to manifest the physical version of what you see in your mind. Go ahead and do it. Do it. Trust your process, trust your journey, and pay the price. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you clicking on the video, spending time with me, getting some of the downloads that I get, that I share with you all. It's just greatly appreciated. And if you feel led or moved to, like and subscribe, check the description for any resources that you might need or might find helpful or useful to you. And my podcast link is there as well. Until next time, I'll see you then.